Interesting halacha that comes up sometimes from time to time at home is if a person uses a knife to cut what's considered a sharp food, an onion, a radish, or a pickle, then that sharp food takes on the same nature as the knife. Meaning, if it was a meat knife, if it was a knife which is used to cut meat, then that item itself, the pickle, the radish, etc., is now considered meaty and may not be eaten with any dairy food. So again, if a person takes out a meat knife and he cuts a pickle, then he may not eat that pickle with dairy foods. It's possible that if a person would slice off on either side of the cut about 2 centimeters from the pickle, then he would be allowed to have the rest of the pickle with a dairy food. What's interesting is, the question is, does eating this pickle, let's say you eat the pickle, cut with a meat knife, do I have to wait now 6 hours? Am I considered meaty even to the point where I have to wait 6 hours?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Thank you for asking. Appreciate it. You take a meat knife and you cut a pickle, which is a davar harif. It's a sharp food. It's a hot food. So there's shamnunit, right? There's bliot, right? So now the pickle is considered meaty, and I may not eat that pickle as is with dairy food.
Why?
Because there's flavor of meat in the pickle now. Because davar harif, it's boleh from the sakin, it draws out from the sakin. Same. Huh? How could you cut the vegetables? You have that? Some people have a special knife for that. It's a power of knife.
Yeah.
But if let's say you just random, you happen to cut it with a pickle. People, let's say by Sudat Shabbat, they're going to cut. They know they're having a meat meal. They cut up the pickle with a meat knife. But not everybody eats all the pickles. So the question is, they want to put them back. If you put them back, you have to be careful. You don't eat those same pickles with dairy.
But if you wash the knife.
So still, if the knife is what's considered ben yomo, according to Maran, if the knife was used with hot meat within 24 hours, it still has power to give flavor into the pickle. Okay, but the question is, let's say...
Yeah, but you can cut a piece that was...
Meidach, shnei tzadim. Right, 2 centimeters, so he said. If you cut it from 2 centimeters from either side of the cut, then it is... then the other parts of it, like I say, those are part, right. But let's say you didn't, you ate the pickle that was cut with a meat knife, and I did not eat it with dairy. I'm thinking now, if it was a meaty pickle, do I have to wait 6 hours? The halacha is that eating a meaty pickle does not make you meaty to have to wait 6 hours. The only time a person has to wait 6 hours is if they have either meat or something called tafshil shel ma'achal, any food that was cooked directly with meat. I mean, according to Beit Yosef, is that we also wait 6 hours after that. But merely cutting a pickle with a meat knife does not make you meaty to have to wait also 6 hours afterwards before dairy. You could have the meat pickle.
If you cut with a knife,
meat pickle.
With a pickle, when you eat the pickle, you have to wait 6 hours?
You do not have to wait 6 hours.
No.
You do not have to wait 6 hours afterwards.
This is not good to eat.
Huh?
Glass knife.
Right, glass knife. So in this case, you don't have to wait 6 hours. You just cannot eat the pickle with dairy.
Ah.
So if you had the clove and you only had everything except the meat,
Still,
you still consider
that you are considered. Right, just to clarify Rafi's question before we wrap up, if a person has sometimes a rice dish which is cooked with meat inside of it, so technically the rice is separate from the meat. If you just have the rice, do you consider yourself meaty to you have to wait 6 hours? Mikar Adin in Yora De'ah, Maran says that you do not have to wait 6 hours, but let's be very clear, the minhag, according to Beit Yosef in Orach Chaim, if you eat the rice from pluff, for example, you have to wait 6 hours. Okay, any food which is cooked, any food which is cooked directly with meat, then you have to wait 6 hours afterwards. Okay,
We have the
Betzim.
we have the Moroccan. We put the rice inside the plastic.
in plastic.
And then we cook it inside the churro.
Very nice.
So we have rice and we have other...
Plastic is impermeable, and therefore the plastic is not beside menachanami. You don't have to wait 6 hours after that.
No, I mean, we have meat inside the churro,
Right.
so it cooks together, just the water.
Right, but I'm saying there's no meat inside the plastic.
No.
Right, so therefore the rice in that case is totally separate from the plastic, and therefore you would not wait 6 hours.